We continue looking into races that will shape the State House this November. This week, House District 21. It was one of several districts that flipped from red to blue in 2018. Challenger Mehek Cooke is looking to be a Republican back in that seat for Dublin and Worthington residents.
Mehek Cooke, you are running for a public office for the very first time. Why don't you tell me why you think you should be a member of the House of Representatives?
Thanks, Colleen. Great to be with you. So I've always said this. I was born in India, but made in Ohio. I come from a family of military background, and we moved to Columbus, Ohio, so that we could pursue the American dream through hard work. My dad worked 3 jobs, 7 years straight, so that my family could, through his hard work, persevere and have so many opportunities. As I look at our country today and the state of Ohio, I know that each and every person can live their version of the American dream, and I am running to represent Dublin and Worthington because we need somebody who is full-time, dedicated, and in the community and never be too busy to care.
This district that you are running in, Ohio House 21, was flipped the last time to a Democrat, the incumbent Beth Liston. There is a belief that a lot of the suburban communities are more likely to go blue and more likely to support Democratic women. Does that concern you, that trend?
Absolutely not. The people in Dublin and Worthington, from what I have seen, voters are over a person rather than politics. And once they meet me and realize that I'm an Indian immigrant, that I'm fighting for unity when race relations and tension is so high, that I'm fighting for not only the division that's occurring, but for children to keep our communities safe, they're willing to give me a chance and they're willing to vote for me because they know this is a full-time position for me.
What issues do you think that voters need to know about that you will be supporting?
Absolutely. I think first and foremost, we must be focused on Ohio's economic comeback and jobs, focusing on small businesses. Not only does my father have a small business, but I am now a small business owner. I know how to cut regulations and red tape and not be overly burdensome. We need common sense today more than ever during this pandemic. The second is safety and security of our families. I am for the police. We cannot defund them. We have to have tough conversations about race relations. My opponent is out there calling me a white supremacist. It is not the first time somebody has attacked my race, but I know for a fact, as an Indian immigrant and a minority woman, how to have those really difficult conversations about race, bring people to the table so we can achieve success. And third, we need healthcare transparency. There are still Ohioans that do not have access to healthcare, and better, affordable, and thoughtful ways to provide care for every single individual and afford them that opportunity.
What's the one thing you want voters in Ohio to know about you?
I really am fighting for our comeback in this state. I believe Ohioans are resilient. I know that we're going through very difficult times, but I will never be too busy to care about them. I have the public policy background and also the private sector background. It's not because I'm an attorney, but because I care, and I am going to treat this as a full-time position. That is what this district needs, somebody who has their eye on the ball, who's focused on kids, the economy, and bringing jobs back to our district and Ohioans.